Let's go back in time. It's this day last month, Valentine's Day. If you're lucky, you had a dinner. There are roses, there are cards, there's love. If you're single and you follow me on Instagram, you've just been asked, would you like a poem about your ex on this dreaded day? I'll take your pain that feels so ugly and I'll turn it into something beautiful, or at least something that'll make you smile. This experiment started as something that was meant to make Valentine's Day a little less tragic for the single folk and to distract me from my singleness. About 50 poems later, it ended with a realization. We're all hurting. We don't know how or when it'll stop. We don't know how to talk about it, and we really don't know how to transform it. Heartbreak is one of those life experiences that is going to shape you whether you like it or not. But through these videos, I'm hoping to give us the power to shape it, to understand it a little bit better, to see it a little more clearly from different perspectives, and maybe, just maybe, if we are really lucky, heal from it. Heartbreak non-expert, living through the pain one breakdown at a time. Every week I will be exploring a different facet of this fun, long journey and letting you know if different techniques purported by so-called experts actually work. I'm kind of like your heartbreak guinea pig, but I'm also your pain confidant. As much as I would love for everyone to start spilling their pain in the comment section, I know we're not all ready for that. So I've set up a website called
letstalkaboutxbaby.com,
where you can go and you can anonymously send me a message about your pain. Tell me about your pain, you don't have to leave your name, and that's the game. Through your contributions, this becomes less of a one-person pity party and more of a group healing situation. Let the healing begin. I think the first step for us in this journey is figuring out how we're going to talk about this. And I know that sounds easy, but if you've been through a breakup, you know exactly how hard this is. Heartbreak is one of those feelings that it transcends words. It exists within you and around you, and it follows you around and it watches you when you sleep, and it does all kinds of fucked up shit. So how do you take something like that and explain it to another human being without sounding clinically insane? I'll tell you how I started talking about it. I did it without words. I'll show you what I mean. Here is a clip of me from last time I was really upset and I couldn't find the words.
I need mercy, I'm begging you, please, you know I can't sleep.
I know, but it felt good. I got it all out and it felt good. Getting it out is just the first step. And I know that's not a radical insight, but sometimes you just need a reminder to go to the bathroom stall, cry, wipe your tears and go back to class. Or lock yourself in your room, bust out some moves, and return to the family dinner, sweating and panting. Not a true story. But what happens when you let it out and you keep needing to let it out and you can't stop and you alienate all your friends and you run out of pages in your journal and your body hurts from all the dancing? Then you start a YouTube channel. Getting it out is not a one-time thing, and I found that it helps to get it out in different ways because essentially the pain is the same, but if you step outside your comfort zone to express that, well, there are fields of growth outside the walls of your comfort zone. Like when I started dancing, I took one step outside my comfort zone and that felt good. It felt good until it didn't because it became normal, and then the boundaries of my comfort zone redefined. So I started to journal and it felt good until it didn't. So I wrote poetry, felt good till it didn't. Edited videos, felt good till it didn't. And now I've taken a huge leap outside my comfort zone to make these videos for us. Healing! Putting the pain that remains aside. In all those instances, I learned something about myself. and I gained some tangible skills. And that's really important post-breakup because I turned the focus inwards. Focusing on yourself feels so good. It feels so good that you almost forget that there is an open wound where your heart used to be. Returning to the pain, the point here is to take something internal but abstract, pull it out until it's external and well-defined. Now that it's out here, we can examine it. We can observe it from different perspectives. We can dissect it, but most importantly, we can slap a new label on it and reclaim our narrative. It's kind of like when you find a word for a feeling you've always had, and now that you have a word for it, it's like you can almost control it. Articulate. So here's what I want you to do today. Go to the website and give me a metaphor, not a simile, a metaphor for your pain. Here's the difference. Simile, the pain feels like an apocalyptic doom. Metaphor, the pain is an apocalyptic doom. Hear the difference? Asking you to leave me a metaphor and not a simile because I know you're used to describing your pain in feels like terms. But we need a dramatic change. So we gotta try something a little more dramatic. And if it feels silly, good. It's time you tried something weird and silly and outside your comfort zone because that's where the growth lies. Seriously, what do you have to lose? You already lost the love of your life. Kidding, there is so much love to be had, so much love out there for everybody. Let's leave our exes where they belong in the past and let's talk about it. Let's talk about ex baby. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. I will be super regular with this. I'll be posting videos every week. And the smartest person I ever know told me that consistency is the rarest of all human qualities. Lucky for you, I'm not human. So I will be consistent, hit subscribe, like it if you liked it, and share this with that one friend who won't stop talking about their ex.